So the London semi-finals are on this weekend. Kilburn Gaels against St Gabriels. Yeah, you'd have a fair bit of knowledge and interest in this.
I would, yeah. No, it's really interesting actually because St Gabriel's are managed by Niall Rogers, he's basically player manager with Gabriels, and they're playing Kilburn. Niall Rogers from Burr moved over there maybe 7 or 8 years ago, but they're playing Kilburn in the final, Kilburn Gaels. And in last year's final, Rogie made a speech after the match and he mentioned Brian Regan in the speech. Brian, he was essentially clinically dead for 6 or 7 minutes, and defibrillator brought him back to life. And Roger was like, it's great to see, wish Brian a full recovery and all like that. And Brian is actually managing Kilburn Gaels against Roger's club this weekend.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. Yeah, I chatted to Brian Regan about defibrillators and his surviving what he did and how kind of mad it is, and like I suppose thinking that every day, he kind of thinks like that he got a second chance and he never takes anything for granted. And Kilburn wanted him, he couldn't play obviously. He actually has a defibrillator fitted inside him, a little mini one about the size of a matchbox.
So sort of like it is there to jumpstart the heart.
Just in case anything happens, yeah. So he's a really interesting fella, and yeah, Kilburn wanted him involved in some capacity this year, so they asked him to come in, and he's manager. And it's just funny that the two lads who would be very friendly and would have played at London together are playing each other in that semi-final. There's actually a double header.
Yeah, Robert Emmets and Pearses.
Yeah, Robert Emmets would be heavy favourites in that game. The Pearses we mentioned last week about the Ray brothers who had ended up marking each other in an All-Ireland semi-final.
Yeah, London against Limerick.
One of their sons, JP, would be involved with the Pearses, and Emmets would be strong favourites in that game. But it'll be an interesting. I just think, like, aside from the people that are over there, a lot of people maybe don't know what's going on over there. But again, it's really, really passionate lads. I actually trained, done a few sessions with the Pearses. I trained the Pearses a few times, and I was, getting the tube up to training, and you just see the logistical problems that they have. Like getting tubes.
Imagine bringing a hurley, like your gear bag and hurley and helmet on the tube,
that's
which is so packed anyway.
And most, like a lot of the boys, be builders or sparkies or whatever. So essentially, when you're going to work that morning at 8 o'clock, you're bringing everything with you for the day. You're bringing all your food.
The tool
you're
belt.
Bringing your toolbox. You're bringing your your helmet. You're bringing everything with you to make sure you're at training that night. Yeah. But it's fanatical stuff as well. Like it's great that like. If you get some good lads coming over for working like that, they could be a powerhouse behind the club. Like Rogie involved with Gabriels, I think he's still secretary there as well. They 3 or 4 lads can end up kind of running the whole thing, but it's great that it's keeping going. And I'd probably think it will be a Gabriel's Emmets final, but there'll be a few interesting stories out of those games.